Hey guys, so I'm back. So this is going to be a video on baby names I liked but I didn't use. I don't know if in this video I'm going to tell you the actual name that we picked. But by now you all know that I am having a girl if you did watch my gender reveal video. So yeah, I'm just going to pull up the list in my phone and kind of go through the names that I put down. And all of these weren't necessarily like options, but it was just like names that came up that I was like, oh, that's kind of cute, let me jot it down or whatever. So it never was really just like considered that I was gonna use these for sure, but it was names that I thought was cute and stuff like that. So I suggest if you're pregnant that you definitely, you know, in your notepad, in your phone or somewhere, you just start jotting down all different names, and you are gonna be paying attention to names of everything. Like on TV, when they say certain stuff, you're gonna pick up on it like, oh yeah, that's cute, let me put that down in my notepad. Or whenever you just driving, passing up signs or anything, like you just gonna be paying attention to names everywhere. So that's what I did. And I also did watch a few videos of people talking about different names and stuff like that, because you might find a name in this video that I considered but I didn't use, and you might like that name for your child, because the name that I actually used, we already knew this name and it was like considered, but then I watched the video and the name came up again and I was like, okay, like yeah, I really do like that name. So then we both agreed on this name. So yeah, that's the name that we chose for her. So I'm just gonna go through a list of the names, and let me just tell y'all, all of the names are mostly girl names, because in my heart from the beginning I wanted a girl, and if it was a boy I would have just had to go back to the drawing board and really find some boy names. But most of the names in this video are going to be girl names because I wanted a girl and I just felt like, Lord, give me a girl. So I just was coming up with girl names. Okay, so on my list, the name that I was actually going to use, this was going to be her name for sure, was Ariana. But we decided not to use it because it is kind of common, but I really like it, like Ariana Grande. And yeah, I just really like the name, but it's really common and I wanted something different, but I knew I still wanted an A name. So my baby's name does start with an A, and her name is not Aubrey, because some of you guys thought that you already knew what the name was in the gender reveal, because I did cut that part out where you couldn't hear the name. But the baby's last name is Aubrey, which was on the board, but it was spelled wrong in the video anyways. But some of y'all thought that was her name, but that's not her name. So yeah. And then also Kiara, I thought that was cute, and that's kind of like girl or boy. Kiara, like you could spell it different ways, but I will probably put you know, type out the names of how I have it spelled, and then you know, you can change up the spelling or whatever floats your boat, because with Ariana I had it spelled two different ways in my phone as well, but you know, same name, same thing. So yeah, another name is Cameron, and I really love Cameron for a boy name because I just think it's so cute. Like whenever he get older and the girls calling him like Cam, like I think that's so cute. Or just like for a nickname in general, like Cam, come here Cam, like I just think that's so cute. Oh, and another tip that I want to give y'all, whatever name you pick or any names that you consider, yell the names out like you're calling for your child, so you can hear how it comes out of your mouth, and if you know it agrees with you and you like how it sounds and stuff like that. Like with Versace, I'll be like Versace, like you know, you got to just say it and see how it feels coming out of your mouth, and if you like it, if it's something that you're gonna want to be saying, because you're gonna be calling on your child throughout life quite a bit. So yeah, Cameron is another name, so I think that is so cute. And you can actually use Cameron for a girl or a boy, but for me I preferred it more for a boy's name. Another name that I like is McKenzie. I think that is also really cute. So yeah, McKenzie. And then another name is was it Corinne? Yeah, Corinne or Corian? Corinne, yeah. Corinne is another cute name, but then I didn't really kind of like how it sounded. So I don't know, maybe the way I spelled it, I probably could have spelled it a different way. But yeah, also I really like jewels. Like, I think that is so cute, more so for a girl. Probably everything else in this list is girl names. I think I have like one other or a few more boy names, but yeah, Jewels is really pretty. I also like Josiah. I don't know why that name stuck out to me or where I got it from. I think I got it from XXX Tentacion. I believe his first name was Josiah, and I always thought that was really pretty. And y'all know my name starts with a J, but I didn't have to have my baby's name start with the J. I decided to just go a different route. And at first I was like, I need to come up with something because I want both of my kids to have names that start with the same letter. So Cameron was gonna be my boy name for sure. So I was kind of like, I need a K name for a girl. And then I have all my K necklaces and stuff, like we the K's, you know, I'm Kooch, Cameron, and then I don't know what her name would be, but that didn't work out. And the name that I picked is a name. So yeah, anyways, I said Josiah. So Amaris is like another name. It's kind of like two different names, Amaris or Amaris. I think that is pretty as well, like spelled with the E. And then another name is Everly. I didn't put that in here, but I thought that was really pretty, especially for a girl. And my grandma's name was Evelyn, so I was like Everly. Like, it just came up. I think I saw it on a website where they made like those names, you know, and you put it like over the crib or whatever. I think I saw it on something like that, and I was like, that is pretty, and it gives me like vibes for my momo. But then I was like, no, it's pretty, but I don't want to use it, so I ended up not using it. I hope this lighting is good because the sun is behind me, so I'm like, you know, battling with the light. So yeah, I hope the lighting is good. But yeah, Everly is another really pretty name. Another name is Kaylani. I think Kaylani is really pretty. Kaylani. And then you could call her Callie or whatever. You could call her Lonnie. I don't really like Lonnie, but yeah, Kaylani is pretty. And then another name is Kaylyn. I think that is pretty also, but I know somebody named Kaylyn, so I really didn't want to use that name, but I think it is a pretty name. Another one is Cameron. I already said Cameron for a boy, but then I had spelled it in my phone a couple of different ways if you wanted to switch it for a girl name. So yeah, that's the same name. And then another name is Arya. I thought that was really pretty and unique and different, but it has been used. Every name probably has been used. So if you're just trying to come up with something crazy out the box, it's gonna have to be crazy out the box. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Arya is really pretty as well. I really like Arya. That's real cute. Okay, so then another name, before I was pregnant a long time ago, like back in the day, I always used to say my daughter's name would be Gazelle, but instead of spelling it with a G, I would change it to a J, and then, you know, both of our names start with a J. But I liked that name, but then I started to think like Gazelle, especially if you spell it with a G, like, I don't know. I think Giselle is really pretty though. So yeah, that was a name that I wanted to use for a long time. Like, in my head, I always thought like, yeah, my daughter's name is going to be Giselle. But whenever you get pregnant, you know, you come up with other stuff. So even if you already got a name in your head, you got your kids' names picked out, and you're not even close to being pregnant, you'll probably end up changing it unless you just really love those names. But yeah, another name is Jasmine, and I spelled it a couple of different ways. I just think it's cute. And then like for a nickname, you could call her Jasmine. Could actually be used for a boy or a girl, but I have it down more so for a girl name. But yeah, Jasmine, yes, like come here, yes, like I think that's cute. And then another name that I have is Zara. I think Zara is really pretty. And then I also was like playing around with it, so I put Zariana, but that's it's a little much for me. But Zara is really pretty. And then I have my baby's name next, so I ain't gonna say that one. So yeah, then I just kind of played around with her name that I chose, and I'd like changed up the front letter and was playing around with this. So I'm not gonna say those either because it's really close to her name. But yeah, another name is London. I really like London. I think it's really pretty, but instead of spelling it the typical way, like London, London, I would spell it Londyn. I thought that was really cute, and that could be for a boy or a girl, but once again, of course, I have it for a girl. Okay, and then the last name on my list is Emery. I really like Emery. I think that is so pretty. I don't know, I just really like it. And whenever I go to the doctor's office, there is a card that I see there that has a license plate on it. It's not Emery on the license plate. I think it's something else really close to it, and whenever I saw it, it made me think of the name Emery, and then I ended up putting Emery in my phone. So yeah, and then also for like middle names, I really like Chanel, but I have a friend whose daughter's middle name is Chanel, and y'all know I love me some Chanel, but I decided to go a different route with my baby's name, and I feel like her name fits together perfectly like a puzzle. So Chanel didn't really fit anyway for her, but I think Chanel is really pretty. You can use it for a first name as well, but I think Chanel is a really pretty middle name. And another name that I really like is Dream. Like, I know some people will think Dream is like a stripper because it's kind of like a stripper name, but then at the same time, I think Dream is so pretty. Like, you know, Black China's daughter's name is Dream, and I have seen a lot of people name their children Dream now, but I also think it's a really pretty middle name. So yeah, that was a middle name that I had put down as well. So yeah, that's everything that's on my list. So I didn't go crazy on the names, but I did come up with, you know, quite a nice little list. And yeah, I don't think I want to announce her name in this video, so I will probably do that in another video because I feel like this video is just not grand enough to announce her name to the world, and she isn't close to being here yet, so I don't want y'all steal my baby name before it's time. But yeah, you know, like once she here and it's her name on her birth certificate, I don't care who uses it after that. But I don't think I know of anyone, or personally for myself, I surely don't know anyone with her name whatsoever. But online you are going to come across stuff, and like with her middle name, I thought I was being creative and that I had came up with something so unique that no one ever used. And then I got on Instagram, and you know, you see all the baby pictures and stuff, and people put their baby's name under it, and I started seeing everybody with her middle name, and I was like, I thought I came up with this and I was the only one. But in a lot of cases, it really doesn't matter how unique and creative you try to be. Somebody else has used the name before. So yeah, unless you name your child something like Mustard, and well, you know, we got DJ Mustard, but that's not his real name. But you know, like Mustard for a first name, I don't think there's anyone named that. But then again, I could be wrong, because it doesn't matter how creative you think you're being. If you try to do something so different, people still usually have that name somewhere. So yeah, don't stress about it too much when you're picking out a name. Just kind of look around, look at everything, look at names of stuff everywhere, signs, pay attention to the TV, pay attention to people's names. Anything online that you come across, really just look at names and something will pop out to you. Her name actually came from an artist that I really, well, a couple of artists that I really like to listen to. They say it all the time. I'm not gonna say what it is, but yeah, so that's how I first heard the name, and I was like, that is really pretty. But then I never thought to use it as a name until I saw one of these videos and somebody mentioned the name there, and I was like, okay, yeah, like it's coming together, like this needs to be her name. And then her dad, of course, from Ariana and her name that it actually is, he liked her name more and he wanted to be included, and I was like, yeah, let's do something different. Ariana is kind of like, you know, it's been used quite a bit, so let's do it. Like, and then I put it all together and it just sounded perfect. So yeah, I'm not going to announce her name in this video, but yeah, that is it for this video. I'm about to go, and if you dolls have questions, you can leave them down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, dolls.